Good morning. Gonna start off with a little teacher OOTD. Just set my hair in a little claw clip. Have a sleeveless shirt on. I think I'm gonna throw on a cardigan, but it is hot outside, so I want to give myself options. Some white jeans, the belts, and then these new sandals that are super comfy from TJ Maxx. Happy Monday, everyone. It is the start of a new week, and we are getting so close to the end of the semester. It is April 15th. We have 2 weeks left before finals week, so only 2 weeks left of teaching, 2 weeks left to go on a grading sprint, 2 weeks left to finish up this dissertation chapter. So if you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm a PhD student at Indiana University in Bloomington. I study English, rhetoric, and composition. And as I mentioned, I am currently working on my dissertation. It's about vlogs and feminism and embodiment and the teaching of writing. And in my channel, I like to get into the weeds of things, as well as just like share my everyday life as a PhD student, in hopes that you guys resonate with this, learn something, maybe feel a little less lonely or just entertained. I don't know. Let me know in the comments why you watch these vlogs or vlogs in general. But it is a little before 9 o'clock. I am ready to go teach for the day, but I want to take a minute just to talk a little bit more about where everything I'm wearing is from. So I have my hair up, as I mentioned, because it's super hot. And when I have my hair up, I like to do like a fuller face of makeup, but I also like to do like more glam. So I have these earrings on that are from Luisa, and then these smaller little heart studs in my second hole, which I absolutely love. And I'm gonna throw on a little bit more just to feel slightly more put together, including this ring. I feel like it just brings things together. I think I'm gonna throw on this bracelet too. Okay, so simple outfit, but ring, bracelet, earrings, feel good to go. So I want to take a minute to talk a little bit about Ana Luisa and to thank them for gifting these beautiful pieces. So Ana Luisa is an incredible company. They're actually the first brand that I ever worked with on my YouTube channel, and I still have the pieces that I got from them back in like 2020 or 2021, and they have not rusted or tarnished whatsoever. So they have pieces starting at $39. They ship worldwide with super affordable shipping options, and they also have a 2-year warranty as well as free exchanges for any of the pieces. This is just my go-to jewelry brand because everything is really simple and slightly elevated. Like, I feel like it takes like what I'm wearing right now, an everyday outfit, and just takes it to the next level. And I also got another piece that I'm going to gift to my sister that I will show you guys. So her birthday is in May, and the gemstone for that is this emerald green. And I thought that this would be such a pretty piece. It's gold with these 3 green bars, and it's so pretty and so dainty. It's just like her style exactly. I think she's gonna love it. As always, I have a link in my description box with a discount for you all that you should absolutely check out, whether you're thinking of buying something for yourself, thinking of gifting something to a friend, whether that's for graduation, a birthday, Mother's Day is coming up. These are the best gifts and truly timeless pieces that do not rust, do not tarnish, and go with everything. So thank you so much to Ana Luisa for gifting me these pieces, and I'm excited to wear them truly for years to come. Quick little cereal moment before I head out. Gotta stay hydrated. Going to grab my little lunch. Back from teaching, and I have some really good news. So in my last vlog that I posted, maybe the one before that, I was literally crying. I inserted a clip of me crying. found out I didn't have a fellowship for next year. Now I do. I have a fellowship for the fall semester, not the full year, just the fall semester, but I feel so relieved and also so excited to know that I will have so much more time to work on my dissertation, to really focus on the job market, and this is just like huge news. So a couple months ago on the channel, I talked about how basically it was me and Megan competing for this fellowship, which is a departmental fellowship, and it's awarded to someone whose dissertation really focuses on the teaching of writing. Mine and Megan's dissertation both focus on the teaching of writing. Hers does a little bit more. So I sort of thought that she would win the fellowship over me, but it was still a bummer. So Megan applied for this really prestigious IU-wide award, not even just IU Bloomington, but all the IU campuses. And let me read the description, because she won this and she is incredible. And I hope everyone leaves a comment congratulating Megan, because it is amazing news. This is the email that she got from the president of IU saying, congratulations, she has been awarded the John H. Edwards Fellowship. It is awarded to a graduate student whose career embodies good citizenship, character, especially attitude toward public service, and the likelihood of future usefulness to society, scholastic ability, intellectual capacity, always without regard to consideration of religion, creed, blah, 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 blah. This, along with one other fellowship, is probably the biggest award any graduate student at Indiana University can win. So it's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. Megan is incredible. All this to say, it's literally a win-win, because she can't stack these fellowships, she can't have both. So it was either the semester fellowship or the super competitive year-long fellowship. So I'm getting the semester one, gladly scooping up her leftovers. So thank you, Megan, for winning. So now I can have a fellowship, but also I'm just so happy for her. I cannot wait to celebrate. She actually found out last week, Thursday, which was the day of my teaching award ceremony. And we were at like the table during the ceremony, and my friend Joanna was like, Megan, did you ever find out? And she's like, oh yeah, I won. And I was like, what? You won? And she was like, I didn't want to tell you, it's your day, Sarah. Which like just goes to show you that's the type of person Megan is. But I'm so excited for her. And I thought that this meant that I would be the one to get the other fellowship, but then I started like really overthinking it, and I was like, what if it's too late to give it to someone else? What if someone else got it over me? So when I got the email this morning, I was really, really excited. So had to treat myself to a little matcha. I got raspberry in it, and it's really good. 1:57, gonna quickly eat my little sweet treat snack. There was only, I felt like I couldn't leave just one piece of bread in the bag. That was like evil, so eat both of them. And I have a Zoom call at 2. Just finished my Zoom call. I'm gonna take off my makeup because I went full glam today and don't want this to sit on my skin any longer than necessary. Zoom call was good. There's someone in my program who has moved away for his family, but he's thinking about applying for the teaching award that I won. It was good just to catch up in general. He's in his first year of the dissertation, and he was like, just feels like really slow progress. What am I even doing? And I was like, yeah, welcome to the club. This is just how it feels to write your dissertation. But it reminded me that like the first chapter is the hardest. Where I am right now is like nothing compared to where I was in chapter 1. Chapter 1 was so hard to write, and it just makes me really grateful that I'm past that. It gives me a lot of confidence that I will meet my goal, and I'll finish the whole thing before fall even starts, and just use fall to make edits, apply to jobs. This would be a great little cozy dissertation place, but I have a video for a brand due for edits today, so I'm gonna edit that vlog from the weekend. It is uploading as we speak, and it's not 7 p.m. yet, so I feel pretty good. Got that done pretty quickly. Hopefully the brand approves it and I don't have to make any changes, so it can go live as soon as possible, because I typically try and upload in the weekend, and it's been 8 days. I've actually been awake since like really early this morning. I think I was like awake at like 5:45 and just tossing and turning until I finally decided to get out of bed. So it's 9:45. I feel like I should be tired, but I'm not. But that's okay. Go lay in bed, read my book, and that always does the trick. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. So typically on Tuesday mornings, I work in my dissertation writing group, which we just meet on Zoom, and I lead through the writing center. But I woke up to hear strange voices in my kitchen, and it was the maintenance team replacing my fridge. I guess they came yesterday and they deemed it irreparable. Interesting. And so they just replaced the whole thing, which I'm not paying for it because I'm renting. But somehow in the process they had to like shut the water off, I think because there was like a leak which was causing the fridge to drip, and they fixed something underneath the kitchen sink, but after they left I noticed it was leaking. So I called like my landlord's back and was like, it's still leaking. So I'm waiting for them to come back. So I don't want to like get into anything too serious, so I think I'm just gonna work on grading, maybe watch a vlog. It just sucks because this was supposed to be dissertation time, but it's what it is. Okay, it is a little later now, 10:58. They came, fixed the water issue. I don't really know what was going on, but it took longer than I thought it would. And I worked on getting some grading done. My students submitted their video essays yesterday. The video essays are like one of my favorite assignments that they do. They're like really fun for me to watch and grade, and just like, not only are they really smart with the argument they're making as they're answering the question, what do social media influencers tell us about our culture, and make like these really complex, just like cultural critiques of really specific influencer niches. Fascinating stuff, but also seeing students like experiment with editing videos and just get like really creative is so fun for me, and just like widening the definition of composition in writing. And I just hope students have enjoyed this class as much as I've enjoyed designing it and teaching it and looking at their assignments. But it is, like I said, almost 11 o'clock. I need to eat some breakfast. I can't lie, I'm a little nervous about like the fridge situation. Everything is like cooling. I just get like anxiety about food safety stuff, and I'm like, was everything at the right temperature for the right amount of time? Is everything okay? So I really want to make some eggs, but I'm like, are they good? Like, am I allowed to eat that? Should I throw them out? None of it is meat, so I'm not like too concerned, but still like eggs and dairy and like animal products make me nervous. Probably just need like Megan or my sister, who's a registered dietitian, to talk me off the ledge. I'm sure everything's fine. So maybe make a bagel or something. That feels like a safe choice. Okay, it is a little before 1 o'clock. I need to Zoom a student for office hours at 1. I changed my shirt because I spilled toothpaste on the other one and it didn't dry, you know, residue was still there. So different t-shirt. And I did a little mopping in the kitchen just because like the moving the fridge and the maintenance people got the floor pretty dirty. And I'm finding myself thinking up every excuse to not work on my dissertation. But I know it's not about what I want to do, it's about what needs to get done. So I'm gonna force myself to do some dissertation work after this office hours appointment, which I think will be really quick. And then I will decide if I want to go to a coffee shop, if I want to work at home. I don't know. I really just like want to do something where I can listen to Maggie Rogers' new album because it's so freaking good. It's the best album I've heard in a long time. And I love Taylor Swift, but she's gonna have to like do something incredible to beat how much I love this Maggie Rogers album with her album that's coming out in a couple days. PB&J, white cheddar hip peas. This is my favorite snack. Okay, we are all set up. Missing a candle. Let me get one real quick. Had to break open a new candle. Got this one from Home Goods, I think. It smells really good. Just smells like clean, which is like my go-to scent. And now we are officially all set up. I'm gonna put my phone in another room because it is dangerous to have it with me when I'm writing. feel like I'm coming out of another world when I take these headphones off. I highly recommend noise canceling headphones. I wish I had them in college and didn't wait till like one of my last years of grad school. Anyway, I've been working for about an hour now. I feel happy with what I got done, but I know I just need to take like a 5-minute break, stretch some things out, maybe walk to my mailbox or something, and then I can come back and write a little bit more. So I feel like this often happens to me with writing is I get nervous that I'm not gonna have enough to say. And so I make these really like long and ambitious outlines and I'm like, I'm gonna cover these 20 different sections. And then when I get into the writing, it's like, oh, I have covered 3 of them and I'm already at like 25 single space pages, which is like pretty much the length of a dissertation chapter for me. So I am going to move some of this stuff from the second chapter that I had initially planned on my outline into my third chapter, which is like really good because I was stressed about what was even going to go into that third chapter. Like, I mean, I had it planned out in the perspectives. I obviously have some like loose idea, but it just didn't quite feel like enough. So in this second chapter, I thought I was going to get into these case studies of vlogs and explain how they're demonstrating embodied hyper-awareness and our audience hyper-awareness through these acts of self-disclosure and self-censorship. And then I was also going to have time to sort of theorize why that's happening by drawing on Steph Saras's notion of defamiliarization, by drawing on scholars like Jody Shipka and Ann Wysocki, but I don't have space for that here. So this is going to be literature review part 2, because part 1 is chapter 1, and then the primary analysis of my case studies. And then chapter 3 is going to be the theorizing of why this is happening, why the act of vlogging allows for these types of things. Whereas chapter 2 is like, look, they're happening. And chapter 3 is like, here's my thinking about why, and here's how that's connected to feminist embodiment and to feminist theory in general and to intersectional identities. And that feels like it's going to be a way smarter chapter for chapter 3. And I know like I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to just like focus on the here and now, chapter 2. But that was like always in the back of my mind. And then chapter 4 I'm like not concerned about at all. It's just like me talking about the class that I taught, and I feel like a lot of that is going to be okay, climb up on the desk. It's going to be a lot of like descriptive work of how I designed the class, how I taught it, maybe focusing on some students' assignments because I have IRB approval, but I just had to talk through that. Okay, let me go stretch my legs and then come back and do a little more writing for at least 30 more minutes. The weather was really nice outside. I might try and work on my porch. Worked for another hour, very proud of myself, and it is now it's 4:30. My clock in my car is wrong. I am gonna go to Kroger and get some groceries now that we know we finally have a working fridge. Back from Kroger, let's do a little grocery haul. I feel like it's been a while since I've done like a full Kroger grocery haul. And I did like a mini Aldi haul in my last vlog, but this is like pretty full. This was $71, so I'll show you guys what we got. Some Poppy. I want to put fresh lime in these. I saw it on TikTok, and I bet it's so good. These are just the cherry lime. Some lime Kroger version of LaCroix for Megan, and these are really good as like a base for a mocktail with mint and lime and some sugar. Lettuce. We're gonna do a sort of like Thai salad moment, or it's a Vietnamese salad. I said that because I almost bought Thai basil. Strawberries, some Greek yogurt to go in banana bread that Megan's gonna make. Cream cheese, some chickpeas. We're doing a chickpea veggie bowl situation. Megan tried this Talenti, the salted caramel truffle, and she was like raving about it. So now it's my turn to try it. And she asked for another flavor. They didn't have many options, so I got this one. Vanilla fudge cookie. Cilantro, green onions, these sun-dried tomatoes that are pretty expensive. And we had half of a jar left, but they looked funky. I think because all the fridge issues. Tofu, basil, and mint. Veggie burgers. I bought veggie burgers last time I went to Kroger, but I bought the wrong kind. If they're too meat-like, they freak me out. But these seem like actual veggie-like. Some spinach, Parmesan cheese. I think we have some, but it goes in the dinner tonight, and I was like, I don't want to have to go back to the store, and I know we'll eat this before it goes bad. Corn, sweet corn was in stock, so that's exciting. Gonna have that with some veggie burgers. Green and yellow squash, onion, tomato, cucumber, and some carrots. I'm gonna take an everything shower and use one of my favorite scrubs. This one from Tree Hut, but specifically this scent. It's like coconutty, reminds me of summertime. It's 7:20, finished blow drying my hair. I think I'm gonna make myself a little mocktail and then I get started on dinner wearing my ironically hot shirt. I just think it's so funny. We don't have ice, so that's a bit of a bummer, so it's just gonna be poppy and like a lime. So not that exciting, but it is gonna be in a wine glass, so that's always fun. A little lime, drop it in there. Yum, that's delish. Here's din. Doesn't look the best, but I'm sure it's gonna taste super yummy. Home from a very long day on campus, almost 6 p.m. Had to run out the door this morning, so I didn't vlog, but I did document my 9 to 5 day on campus on TikTok, so you should follow me on there if you don't already. And now I'm gonna make some banana bread and then take a shower and chill out for the rest of the night. Good morning. Purr. Hi. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I woke up kind of early today, like 6:30, and the classic Sarah where I laid in bed and had to complete the Wordle, the connections, the mini crossword, the spangram, whatever they are these days, or strands I guess it's called. And then I watched a vlog. I always want to call her Redhead Academic because that's like her old YouTube username, but from Kaylin Apple. And it's about her writing her dissertation, which is like meta for a lot of reasons, partly because I talk about her in my dissertation, or at least I'm planning to, and that got me motivated to work on my own dissertation. So I really want to finish up this primary analysis section that I've been working on for a while, so I can move on to, or like this case study as the first primary analysis section, so I can move on to the second case study, because I need to have 4 case studies by the end of the month, and it is, what day is it, the 18th? Yeah, I'm running out of time. I'm starting to lose hope that I will completely finish this chapter, but whatever I have by the end of the month is going to be good enough to submit to my advisor. That's what I'm telling myself. So yeah, let's get some writing done this morning, and then I have a writing center shift starting at noon. Okay, about an hour later now, I did some writing, but my brain doesn't feel fully warmed up yet. I had a cup of coffee and I'm honestly feeling like maybe I need another one. But sometimes when this happens, I just like fill out the structure, leaving notes for myself to like fill in that deep critical or analytical thinking later. So I started filling out some of these paragraphs where I'm like detailing what's going on in the vlog, my analysis of it, and then I just put in square brackets and highlight it in green. And I say, this demonstrates embodied awareness, and then I just say, explain how. And I need to go back later and do that because that's a bigger like mental lift, and I don't have the energy for that right now. But I know that I want to be productive and get words on the page. So the type of writing that I'm doing is more descriptive writing and less sort of like theory building. That is very mentally difficult and exhausting. And then I continued vlogs in general are conducive to this kind of embodied awareness because ... And again, I'm able to talk about how this vlog in particular is showcasing embodied awareness, but the task of having to then like extrapolate that out and talk about the practice of vlogging in general and how that's conducive to cultivating embodied awareness, again, big mental lift. Gotta come back for that. But I finished sort of laying the structure for this first case study. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, oh gosh, 5, 6, 7 sentences highlighted in green that I have started that I need to go back and finish. So I might push pause for now. I honestly feel like I could go back to bed, but that's not a smart move. Gotta decide if I want to have another cup of coffee. Maybe I should do some yoga on like in my living room here and try and like warm my body up a little bit. Take a cold shower. I don't know. Something to fix this. Okay, I did a little kitchen cleanup and I think I'm going to shift over and do some grading. I typically like to write the diss in the morning, but I've been having some luck writing in the afternoons lately. So when I come back from the writing center, I only have one person signed up right now, so I don't think I'm gonna be too tired. Hopefully I can get some writing done. Going to dinner tonight as well with a friend from my cohort. So that'll give me like a timeline. I gotta crank out an hour or two of writing before I gotta go to dinner with her. Hello, much later. It is 10:01 p.m. I just got out of the shower, hence the robe, but today was one of those days that got away from me. So the writing center was a lot more mentally exhausting than I thought. It was just like tutorials that took up my full brain. Sometimes writing center work is like that. It's always enjoyable. I always leave it feeling like I'm good at this and fulfilled, and I love being able to help students in that one-on-one space. But it took a lot of my mental brain power. So when I got home, I was like, I need to just lay in a cool dark room and read my book, and you know how that goes. That turned into me taking a little nap. And then before I knew it, it was time to meet my friend for dinner. We ended up staying at Feta for like 3 hours, just talking. She's gonna start a new job. She's really excited for it. Just like advice about the job market, all of that stuff. And then Megan and I got some ice cream afterwards. And here we are. We're supposed to get a big storm tonight. It's supposed to bring in a cold front, which feels a bit weird. Like the last week of class, I guess, will be a little cool. But I guess it's still April. That's what to expect. No snow, thankfully. But it went from being like what felt like 80 degrees today to the high is going to be like in the 50s next week. Yeah, change of pace. But I'm gonna put on some pajamas and go to bed. And then hopefully tomorrow we're gonna get after some things. I'm going to work a lot on the dissertation. I'm feeling a little like, wish I got more progress made today, but it is what it is. Good morning, happy Friday. It's a little after 9 o'clock. I just finished grading some video essays of my students, obviously. And I'm really needing to get some work done on the dissertation, but motivation is low this week. Low today, especially. Could be the weather, could be that it's Friday, could be that I really just want to listen to the new Taylor Swift album with 31 freaking songs. Lots of reasons, but to try to combat that, because I know I'll feel better if I at least sit down for a couple hours and try to get some work done, I think I'm going to go to a coffee shop. I think I'm gonna go to Inkwell downtown, which is one of my favorite coffee shops here, and I'm gonna like try to get ready. No, nothing wild, but like maybe put some fresh shampoo in my hair to make myself feel a little more put together and in the zone to do some work. Okay, here is the fit. Put lots of dry shampoo in my hair. I know it's spring, but I thrifted this flannel over spring break at like a thrift by the pound shop in Orlando, and I really wanted to wear it. And of course my Adidas. I really want to buy more Adidas because I love these so much and they're actually really comfortable for the plantar fasciitis. A little pep talk before I leave. I am going to sit and try, and whatever I walk away with is going to be good enough. As long as I sit, focused, locked in, working on this section that I really want to get done soon, I showed up for myself, and that will be good enough. Today's gonna be one of those days where I know I have to be like gentle with myself, and I can't set like an overly ambitious goal of like writing 1,000 words or something, because I don't think that that's in the cards. I also am starting to feel a little crampy. I feel like I'm gonna get my period soon, so I think that that's also just like, you know, writing is embodied. If I know anything, I know this. So those are the goals for today. Show up for myself. Okay, a little before 1 o'clock. I worked for just under 2 hours. Didn't get a whole lot done, but remember, note to self, the goal was just to show up for myself. I'm at the part where it's a lot of like hard thinking now. I did all the summary of my primary analysis for this case study of this Brooke video vlog, like this series of vlogs, and now I have to make the connections and say, here's how it is demonstrating this embodied awareness. Because I make the connections to say like, here's all the places that she's like employing what I call like reactive self-censorship or proactive self-censorship. And I have earlier in the chapter like explanations of how self-censorship relates to embodied awareness. So you would think that I could just map that onto this individual case study, but I'm having just a really hard time. I don't even know if this is gonna make sense when I'm watching this back, or if this will make sense to anyone watching this vlog. But I emailed my advisor and was like, hey, I know this chapter isn't due to the end of the month, but we have a meeting on Tuesday, and I'm wondering like realistically, do you have any time to read part of it? And I told him what's going on. He hasn't looked at any of this chapter. I have like told him the outline for it and stuff, so he knows what I'm doing. But I was like, can you read part or all of this? I'm having a hard time with this case study, and I didn't think that I would be. So we'll see what he says. I thought that it is fun. It's just like the challenge is intellectually stimulating for sure. I don't know, maybe I just need some affirmation. I'm just having a really hard time. Maybe I need to talk through it. Maybe I need to annoy Megan. I don't know. It's tough right now. I just sit down and I just like stare into space and think. Who knows? Anyway, since I am downtown, I'm gonna go to the library and pick up a book that I have waiting for me. Use this as an excuse to listen to some more of Taylor Swift's new album, which I'm really liking so far. And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna rot a little bit and maybe edit this vlog. This is a book I just picked up. I finished that, need to return it, should have brought it today. And these are 3 more that I want to read. This one seems a little serious. I've read this author before, and quick, easy, I don't want to say mindless, but like mindless read. And then this one is this same author, Peter Swanson. And I gave this like I think 3.5 stars, but this is like his most popular book. So I would have read this first, but there was a short hold on it. Also, my advisor responded right away. He always responds to emails so quickly, which we love. And he basically was like, send me what you have and I will try my best to read it. I will definitely be able to read some of it. So I will send it over to him. I'll probably tell him like which pages I'm placing a priority on. And that way for our meeting, we'll have like something to go off of. Okay, it's almost 5 o'clock now. I did go ahead and edit the vlog, so I'm happy with that. Sometimes I feel like I rush the editing process, and then it doesn't feel enjoyable, but when I'm able to just like take my time and just remember how much I truly love making videos, then I'm like, yes, I love this. This is how I am, where I am right now. But I'm gonna hang out with my boyfriend Zach tonight. I was just gonna go over to his house and we're probably just gonna like watch a movie, eat ice cream together. But the weather's really nice and I was like, do you want to like go to Upland, go on a little date, sit on the patio? And he was like, I'm really tired, but yeah. So I'm gonna put together a cute little outfit. I want to center it around this red purse that my sister thrifted and mailed to me. I've been looking for a perfect thrifted red purse for like a year. Pirelli clearly loves it too. And this is perfect. Okay, this is the vision. I might change the jeans because these are like really loose on me. Just added a belt. I think it's such a cute little denim on denim moment. But I'm gonna also go ahead and end off the vlog here because it was quite a long one when I was editing. I did not know I filmed that much content this week. But I also want to come back around to give another shout out to Anna and Luisa. Don't forget to click the link in my description box. Their pieces are truly incredible. I wouldn't give them a shout out on my YouTube channel if I didn't believe in the product. So check it out for yourself. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what other type of content you want to see, especially if you have like video ideas for the summer, because I'm not teaching and I'm just working on my dissertation. So obviously gonna be a lot of disc content, but if there's something in particular you want to see, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.